Welcome back to our show, Hot Topic. And as I mentioned in our last segment that we will be speaking about mental health, we have a special guest here tonight. Her name is Shakina, and we're going to be asking her, how does mental health affect you in your lifestyle today? And when did you, go ahead, how is it affecting you today?
Well, I found out basically in 2021 that I was bipolar. And the way I feel about it is that I feel like I've been neglected because of the fact that I didn't know all those years. And I think that my life could have been different in certain aspects of my life. But for the most part, with my medication, I'm doing way better. And I can basically, think about things twice, or, just do some type of exercises to get over certain things and not have some type of attitude about certain things. So.
Okay, so before you were diagnosed with bipolar disorder, is that what it is?
Yes.
Before you were diagnosed with that, how...
Manic depressive.
Manic depressive bipolar disorder, is that what it is? So how did you react to things, or what was your thought patterns before you were medicated?
That I knew something was wrong because I couldn't get up, I couldn't eat, and that's the depressive part. Now the manic part is way different. Manic is way different than the depressive part.
Okay, so give me the difference between manic and depressive. What does manic make you do?
Manic depressive is when you can vary from certain people. I mean, you can go from anywhere from spending a lot of money, having multiple sex partners, just a whole bunch of different things, making risky chances, making risky, just doing things that not right, but you want to take that chance anyway, you still do it. But, like I said, the medication is supposed to help that. You'll think twice about making, for instance, me, I left Philadelphia and I just left. And that was risky. And I didn't know what I was dealing with at the time. But it was really risky. I left from Philadelphia to North Carolina. And I ended up here. So that is something I got to deal with. Then I got to go through, with my kids, a lot of different stuff with my kids. And like I said, if I would have known at an earlier age, I could have had medication to help me throughout the years. So certain things throughout the years wouldn't happen. You wonder why this, that, and the third happened. Then all of a sudden, oh, it's bipolar.
Okay. So how did it affect your kids and you not knowing?
Well, it affected my kids in a way where as though I was presented to people of authority of not being a certain type of mother or being crazy, needing a psychological, things of that sort. It was a lot that I had to go through with my kids. Still do.
Okay, so when you say manic, is that like when people don't have a middle ground? It's an extreme up or extreme
manic
down?
is, okay, the depressive part is when regular, it's not regular depression. It's way different from regular depression than manic depression and bipolar depression. They're all different. So when you go through, when I go through manic depressive, like I said, I feel like my world probably might end. You know what I'm saying? But when you manic, you more hyper. You feel like you Superman. Say you Superman, nobody can tell you nothing. I mean, sometimes it's not bad, but sometimes to overdo it, it can put you in, like I said, risky situations.
Were you afraid to get help because you have children?
No, I would have got help a long time ago. Well, I know my mother was bipolar, but I didn't know my mom. So I had to learn over the years of my mental health. My foster parents never told me. So it was a thing that I had to do on my own because they didn't believe in medication. So I had to go to hospitals 4 times. I went to the hospital, admitted myself in there because I was depressed. I couldn't eat, I couldn't walk, I barely could even take care of myself. So at that point, it's just it was hard dealing with it then. Now that I know what happened versus now. Now it's easier to deal with it and to know what I have going on. Versus being teased about it, being teased about it, actually knowing what's going on with you will help you. When you get teased about it, it makes it kind of worse when you get a little older. You be like, well, people teased me about it, but they didn't tell me. They told everybody else that I needed medication, but not me.
Right.
You know, that's where the manipulation comes into place. The neglect, the medical neglect. You know, that's when you get the emotional abuse. That's physical abuse actually, because you doing things that could have been avoided.
Right.
So
they make you like want to fight and stuff like
when
that.
I found out.
No. Before did you want to fight and were you angry or?
It's not that I wanted to fight. It's that if somebody like ticked me off, like I don't think about it.
Right.
I move impulsively, you know.
Right.
It takes a lot of strength to go receive that help on your own when you really figure
I had
out
to go
that
4
you need
times
to get
before they
help.
found out. 4
Right.
times.
So I am really extremely proud of you.
And then
for
I want to
that.
say to
Right.
people that are scared to go to the hospital, there's nothing to be scared of. Everybody in there is not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then when they get on their medication, it's so different. So it's not like you're going in this place where, oh, they're going to put me in a straight jacket. It's not like that. It's nothing like it. If you really put your mind into it, you act like it's home.
Right.
But it feels better because it's making you get up on your feet.
Right.
They cook for you. They actually give you coping skills and all that stuff. If you pay attention, you can learn something. But if you don't pay attention, then you'll stray away.
Right.
And you'll be back into the hospital.
Right.
See, me, like, I used to drink alcohol a lot. I mean, and that affected my bipolar disorder without me even knowing, and it affected it more, my bipolar disorder. So when I would drink sometimes, it would make me really sick afterwards. And I didn't know why. And then all of a sudden, it's the bipolar disorder that's making it worse. Like normal people, they can drink, they can go to work, but me, I'll get sick.
Okay.
So it's different for other people and it varies. I don't know what other people go through because I really haven't. Even my mom, I ask her questions and she doesn't really want to express everything. She's on a different path. That's why she didn't raise us. So she's on a whole different path. So she doesn't take her medicine. But me, I'm taking my medicine because I want better for myself and I see where so I have the potential to do certain things. But it was like I couldn't because it's like something was pulling me. But now that I have the medication or whatever, it's better for me. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy for me to be like, oh, I'm not going to have a drink. Sometimes I still have a little drink, but you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You don't abuse it if you're on medication. Now, if you abuse it, that's when you go back to sinking back into maybe schizophrenic, but because you hallucinate.
So have you ever hallucinated or been schizophrenic?
No, I never
Or
been.
just hallucinated?
I never was diagnosed schizophrenic yet. But
Don't say yet.
No, because they come hand in hand.
Oh.
They come hand in hand.
Okay.
They come hand in hand. So I'm going for the what's that saying? Prepare for the worst.
It's expect the worst but
prepare for the
good.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
So
Anyway.
I don't hold it on myself. I just be prepared to take whatever I have to take to feel better. So,
Well, I applaud you for coming on tonight and giving us a little bit of your story and being transparent. And I also applaud you for making the community aware of what's going on with certain people because we are overlooking mental health as she's just crazy. But she's really not crazy. She really needed some help. And no one knew that she needed help. She didn't even know that she needed help because she didn't know her history from her parents because she was a foster child. So she had to find this out at 35 and she had to go through so many different things, obstacles, when she could have had help a long time ago. So I just think that the awareness in our community is overlooked a lot and we really need to make sure that we are paying attention to our children and our loved ones with this mental health thing because we can save a lot of our people from going to jail for long periods of time. We can change a lot of stuff that's going on in our community, especially with our children, with carrying these guns and stuff like that because we don't want them to carry guns and then have mental health issues. That's why we have all these murders and homicides going on around here and they're not being solved and it's going from ages like you can get killed at 12 years old right now. Or a 12-year-old might kill you. So we just have to. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's definitely something that we need to be more aware of in our community because a lot of people make it seem like in our race that it's horrible to see a psychiatrist, or that's just white people stuff. You know, in every race, no matter what you are as a human being, we all have to take care of our mental and make sure that we have good mental stability. So that's the thing that we definitely need to push more into, so that people can know that don't be ashamed to get help for yourself if you're feeling any type of way mentally, especially with depression, because that runs rampant in our community, and people feel like they don't have anyone to turn to. And that's the one thing I feel like that I do like psychologists for, because of the fact that they get paid for that. Even if you're a person that feel like you don't have nobody to turn to because you don't want people to know your business or put your business out there that you're telling them, when you go pay a psychiatrist and you sit on that couch, you could tell them whatever, and they don't run your business through the streets.
That's right. Welcome back to Hot Topic. This is your crazy host, Habibi Yassin and
Kesey Wilson.
And we are going to conclude our show tonight with, first of all, thanking Mrs. Shakina Richardson for coming on and sharing her story with us tonight and being transparent. We really appreciate her for coming in and letting the community know about her illness and how it affected her and her lifestyle. And I also want to introduce my product line from Black Diamond Presents Everything Beauty. We have a moisturizing conditioner, an anti-itch spray, and hydrating shampoo, a styling foam, a lock butter, and a hydrating oil, and a styling pomade as well. We have a whole line of wigs, bundles, pack hair, anything that you need for your hair care needs, and hair, skin, and nail needs. And we also have an adult novelty store at 301 24th Street. And my other business is Black Diamond School of Beauty and Barbering Academy, LLC. We're at 2446 Shenandoah Avenue, Roanoke, Virginia. And my last but not least, and my baby of all times, is the Black Girl Billionaire Club. And you all know about that, so check me out at 540-797-9356. And this is Kesey.
Y'all know y'all can reach me always, taxzone. You can reach me at taxzoneusa.com. You can also reach me at my restaurant that's about to open in the next couple of weeks. It's called Sinfully Delicious. It's located at 604 5th Street in Roanoke, Virginia. And we can't wait to see you next episode.
Peace.